Hello, this is Kyle Haroldsen. I am the Chief Technology Officer and Managing Director at Intrinsic Technologies. Today I'm going to talk about our product, Swimage Encore, which is advanced desktop deployment, and I'm going to show how it integrates with System Center. What Swimage Encore is an imaging process. Stands for Single Worldwide Imaging. We've been doing desktop deployment since 1993. It has been involved with many large-scale OS deployments all the way back from Windows 3.1. It does integrate with System Center. System Center specifically 2012. Config Manager is our latest integration innovation. Okay, it is point-and-click dynamic deployment automation. It is the most mature deployment lifecycle management tool on the market, handles all aspects of deployment, Windows migration, break fix. We do image management, hardware driver, patching, software installation, data protection, role-based customization. We also take it a step above. We have workflow engines built into the product, which manages the scheduling, communication workflow, and provisioning and pre-provisioning of all the targeted systems. Basically allowing for the migrations to happen very easily, very seamlessly, fully automated. We support right now XP, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8, and server operating systems, including Server 2008 R2. The objective with Swimage Encore is completely automated PC provisioning. But the goal is to have a complete zero-touch deployment with all apps, data, settings, everything restored back to the user. Ideally, the user has pre-provisioned with our application matching, reinstallation of all the existing applications on that machine that are supported, get put back on, fully automatic, fully dynamic. Our customers adopt a policy, repair by redeploy, because they trust the technology. They can do mass either OS refreshes or migrations to a new operating system because we have a very, very high success rate, and it's a very simple process to use and initiate so that they can get machines back and ready for the users without errors, completely validated. Okay, it is a low-cost process to migrate to Windows 7. We now also offer Windows 8 migration processes as well. We can minimize or eliminate user downtime because we can do overnight deployments. No driver dependencies because we do driver injection. We have a massive driver library that does all the plug-and-play drivers detected and dynamically installed as the machine gets deployed. We also have 3 levels of data protection, so we eliminate risk of data loss. We even have full rollback capabilities in the event of a process in which there is a failure in deployment or you miss something in data, you can get fully recovered. Okay. We update images easily and frequently, simple as a couple of clicks, and your image itself is updated with the latest patches. We stabilize, standardizing the environment because we refresh more often, simply by redeploying machines without any risk of data, applications, or anything like that coming or getting lost and getting restored back to the user. Then it makes the computers run much faster, and it stabilizes and creates standardization. Our customers are very, very satisfied. Your customers, which are the end users, are also very satisfied. In fact, we have many customers who did the self-initiated deployment where users having problems, they can deploy themselves because they know that they're going to get full functionality back. One of the biggest strengths of Swimage Encore is also it's out of the box, no coding necessary. Point and click, you can get deploying in a matter of days, possibly weeks, depending on configuration, but that's it. You are ready to deploy and go production and start using Swimage to migrate all of your users. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit about this Swimage console, how it integrates into SCCM. So here's the console. Basically, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you, first of all, how it's integrated into SCCM. So you have your ESD connectors, electronic software distribution. We have this integrated currently to SCCM 2007. I'll show you kind of how it integrates. We can do application synchronization. Managing applications, what it does is because you have a portfolio of applications that need to be reinstalled, it will track and keep in synchronous all of the applications in SCCM. Swimage then knows about those applications. We have application matching rules that says if you find this application on the machine, it matches up to an ID and a package that then gets reassociated and reinstalled back on that machine. It is fully aware of SCCM's distribution points, all of its inventory, its computers. It's utilizing the strengths of SCCM to manage the entire process, so that with our desktop deployment process is minimal investment, because it leverages the investment already in SCCM. Other things that it does is it synchronizes your computer information. If you have a SCCM sync, would pull in all computers from a specific collection, all systems, and it gets in inventory, basically which applications it has on the machines in inventory, all the specific hardware information, which it's going to use not only for targeting the systems, but to identify the process for compatibility and reliability and when you're actually doing the desktop deployments. Okay, we have reports that keep in synchronous what's going on with your ESD. So SCCM comes back and it reports, are you published to whatever distribution points? Are these packages available? You can automatically control the updates of the distribution points. Swimage has, its image, its, drivers, custom settings, all distributed through the DPs of SCCM. It keeps track and manages all of that for you. The ID behind Swimage is, an admin of the desktop deployment, or the deployment technicians really can do everything they need to create the process around desktop deployments without actually having to go into the SCCM console. So it more or less obfuscates the SCCM management piece from the administrative side for desktop deployments. If we looked on the SCCM side and kind of how it integrates, you'll see that it automatically creates a couple of buckets. In collections, it creates an Encore bucket that has the collections, including the deployment, state capture, and validation. These are 3 tasks that can run, as part of the workflow engine, so you can pre-validate the machines. And what it does is when you schedule a machine for pre-validation, it runs the job automatically, moving machines in and out of these collections as necessary. Swimage has a task process that when you do a schedule, it knows exactly what time it needs to put a machine in that collection. It monitors the deployment, and as soon as the deployment succeeds, it will automatically pull that machine out of these collections. The pre-validation is a way to also help manage the process so that you get 100% reliability in your deployments by doing a complete dry run before it does the deployment. And it gives you advice as to how to better prepare if you're missing drivers, you're missing applications, so on and so forth. You will know about that well ahead of the deployment time. Okay. We also have a number of packages that we manage. The packages may include everything from the conductor, which is the main driving engine behind the deployment, as well as all of the images, application settings, so forth, that need to be distributed throughout the environment. Again, it manages SCCM this way, where it moves packages in and out of SCCM automatically behind the scenes without having to go into SCCM console itself and make any of these changes. All these are done through the Swimage console. So if you, for instance, add a new image, update the image, it will go in and create a package for that image in SCCM and distribute it throughout your environment based on rules that you establish to make sure you don't consume too much bandwidth during the distribution. So it is a pretty straightforward process as far as how it integrates with SCCM. Okay, basically, once you target a machine, so you could target a client computer. For instance, I could target this one. This machine would be targeted by simply provisioning the machine. You provision it by doing a quick deploy. You give the role settings that you want to. Once you have this established, what it's going to do is it's going to create a job in SCCM. And I'm not going to go through all that for time's sake. So that SCCM, that job would then show up in the deployment job immediately. Okay, in the deployment collection, sorry. Okay. That's basically everything in a nutshell. A little bit more information, if you would like it, you can go to our website, www.intrinsic.net. or call our main office number, 630-769-4111 for more information. Thank you very much.